Hello, Mins! Hello, Twisted! How you guys doing? How's it going? Welcome to the stream! I totally put part 5 in there and then I forgot to press done. So I totally uploaded the wrong way. I'm so upset. Well, I'm not that upset, but I'm kind of like, no, because then I have to update the VOD name. But yeah, how's it going? How's it going? It's going pretty meh for me. It's been a pretty meh day. Just the usual reasons why I just am sad. I'm just sad sometimes, and it's okay. I'm hoping these anime men can make me a little bit more happier, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm sad. And it really fucking sucks, and I really hate it, and I don't want to get... I know streaming is supposed to be like a gateway, a getaway from life, and life has been lifing, and it really fucking sucks, and I hate it. And I don't like to get like too personal about it, but yeah, I think that's all I have to say about it. Just life's been lifing. Thank you for the hug, Twisted. I appreciate it. I could use all the hugs in the world. That's for sure. But don't worry, it's not that bad. It's just not that bad. It's just like, it's not that bad. It's just kind of like, you know, normal depressive stuff, you know. Don't worry if you are worried. Don't worry. I'm good. Let's just jump right into the game. Let's see if it'll load. I've been playing this game only for a while now, and it still doesn't like to load. This part never shows up. God, I've gotten so used to this music, it's just kind of like second nature. Okay. There we go, it shows up. It always takes a little bit of time, but it always shows up. Okay, we're in Iroh's part. We're close to the ending. Let's see if I get a super ending, happy ending or not. Takawa's conspiracy. Now, okay. Now, they don't have to make my first husbando a bad guy. They don't have to make him a bad guy, okay? Like, I hope he's not a bad guy in this round. I'm gonna be so upset. Last time I saw Iroh-san punishing somebody. If I could, I would never have seen it. But this is both the rules and the reality of Yoshiara. The job of Iroh-san, the manager. I should have understand, but why would it be like this? Why does it have to leave me with such a puzzling thoughts? I kept this unspeakable experience in my heart. The next day I left the shop. Tokiwa-san! Hello! Welcome! I hope you're not evil in this route. Did something happen with Iroh-san? Tokiwa-san! At the time I was hurrying home when I lost my own thoughts. Tokiwa-san suddenly appeared from the side of the road with a fake smile on his face. Were you waiting to ambush me? Maybe. I have a favor to ask you. Me? Will you hear me out? That depends. You're quite the tough girl. There was something behind Iroh-san's expression, so I was a little defensive. Come on, just hear me out a bit. You probably know that I was being retained, right? Yes? I think I have plenty of training already. With the casual tone, Takawa-san started to get to the point of his conversation. You know, I only want to come back to the top courtesan. The manager Iroh-san has the right to command, so... Are you saying that you want me to ask him? There's no way he would listen to something like that. Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. Just listen. I know that Iroh would refuse, so I couldn't say to you that Iroh would just like to spend time with me? Huh? That's even more impossible. I absolutely don't want anyone else except for Iroh-san. Oh, I heard that loud and clear, but still you can't refuse my offer, can you? What do you mean? Tokiwa-san brought his face close to mine. I took one step back. Iroh-san used his position as manager to commit a crime. Huh? It turns out that you came in and out of Kiryu, yet he didn't take any money from you. That's because we didn't do anything. Iroh-san really do anything bad. Don't you understand that it was wrong from the start? I said he's not a gentleman of the night, but he's doing a half-ass job as partnering up with you while not taking any clients. What are you trying to say? It's a little too late to think about this, but maybe it was okay because of Iroh-san's position. I got at Tokiwa-san, who has faciest smile on his face. You saw it, right? The scene of Iroh-san beating somebody? That's the same thing happened to Iroh-san. Is that what you're trying to say? He's the manager that runs Kikiya, so it depends on if he's given special treatment. But if you talk to one of the managing Yoshiwarapart manager, they might take some action. This was insinuated. Depending on the answer, he might visit the boss of the red light district. Is that what he says? Yes, you understand quite well. Good job. You're the only one who can save Iroh, you know? It made me feel frustrated and upset. How cowardly. I glared at Tokiwa-san. Oh, you're so scary. You're gonna mess up your good looks. He was just playing around. I glared at him even more. Tokiwa-san quickly smiled, wiped the smile off his face. Am I scary? Do you think I'm terrible? In Yoshiwa, it's eat or be eaten. They don't mainly take advantage of the manager to get top customers. Some people exchange money for that. Everyone does stuff like that. Tokiwa-san quickly lifted my chin. Iroh-san did it too. He grinned at me and then left like that. Everyone that left a bad feeling in my heart. A few days had passed since Tokiwa-san approached me with that conversation. I had to do something, but there's no way I could think of some ingenious plan. Alright, whew! Mono, when you finish cleaning up these, could you carry this parcel? Okay, alright, I'll take care of it. I carried the parcel and then headed towards the place that was written in the order form. Then I found a face that I knew well among the crowds. Iroh-san! Iroh-san! Welcome, Iroh-san! I'm so happy to have you here! Welcome, baby, welcome! Maybe he could hear maybe he heard my voice. He stopped and turned around. Amana-san, I can't believe I'm seeing you. I had been a truly long time since we met. This person who hadn't changed a bit. Made my heart go absolutely wild. Why are you here today? I'm on my way back from a meeting. Iroh-san answered and took a brief pause. Since you stopped and coming for a few days, I've been thinking about it every day. His white, thin fingers touched my cheek. Thought about how great it was to interact with Iroh-san like this. Honestly made me happy. As evidence of that, my cheeks became very hot. What did it worry you? His worried face questioned me. Those eyes of his were heated to the point of sadness. I'm gonna look up something real quick. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Damn, it's raining so badly. Isn't it painful? It is not painful. It is not necessary to raise the name of Kikuya. I quickly averted my eyes from Iroh-san. Why was he trying to say broke my heart? I wanted him so much. Even now. I want this person in front of me. Oh my god, I didn't load. I didn't load, so I kind of fucked myself over for a second there. Okay, let's go. Okay, Takawa-san being bad. Eat or be eaten. Here we are. I'm seeing you. It's been a long time since we met. This person hasn't changed. My heart goes wild. Why are you here today? Back from a meeting. Isn't it painful? It is not painful. There we go. It was all necessary to raise the name of Kikuya. I quickly averted my eyes from Iroh-san. Was he trying to break my heart? Say my... Yeah, I wanted some so bad. Even now, I want this person in front of me so much, but why do I have to lie? Then I could feel Iroh-san's gaze piercing through me from above. I held on and encouraged my trembling lips to open and say, I've thought a lot about it. I want to end my relationship with the manager, Iroh-san. I think I want to spend time with Tokyo-san, a normal gentleman of the night. What? No! No! I don't want to spend time with Tokyo-san. I do want to spend time with Tokyo-san in my Tokyo-san route, but I don't want to spend time with Tokyo-san here in my Iroh route. And then I spoke in a small voice. Why? Why do I have to hurt each other? Why? How could it be? What about our promise? Didn't you say that you would wait? Certainly, he must have a terrible look on his face. I really can't look at his face like that. Iroh-san, I couldn't believe that you would do such a terrible thing. There's no way I could have accepted someone like you beat somebody, Iroh-san. So I thought it would be asked for Tokyo-san. Tokyo is being retained, so it's impossible. Iroh-san, you're the person that leads the shop, right? Isn't it up to you? So your decision is final. No, I hate this! I hate the job. This route has so much fucking drama! This route has so much drama, and I hate how much drama it has. I really don't want this much drama in there. Like, Tokyo-san's one was very straightforward. I don't remember any drama in his, and it was pretty easy. But this one has so much drama in it, it's crazy. As I looked straight down at the ground, he pulled my chin a little. Amana, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm being called, so please excuse me. After I visited Kikuya, Iroh-san slightly showed me the room. Before I could wait for long, the gorgeous dressed man of the night, Tokyo-san, appeared. Greetings, were you waiting for me? I'm fine. Your face seems to be saying that it would be better if I didn't come. I know, this is Iroh-san, right? Biting my lip, I nodded at Tokyo-san's words. Yeah, Ida girl. I wonder if you'd be going for me if not for Iroh's. I don't know. Women should be likable. You should try and look at me the way you look at Iroh. Since it would bring me so much more pleasure if you were a little nicer to me. My face became hot as soon as I understood the meaning of those words. Well, let's go, cutie. Seeing my face, Tokyo grinned. He softly put his arms on my back and gently urged me. The Japanese paper was wrapped around the hair I received from Iro-san. I softly touched it with my fingertips and decided not to run away. As we entered the room, Tokyo-san pushed me down. I have to make you mine right now, because you're a very dangerous lady. Said in such a light tone, but his face and body was that of a man. I'm not like that at all. Mustered on my courage to look at Tokyo-san. But I started to feel a little bad for you. Oh well, if it's mutual interest, then there's no problem. Tokyo-san's fragrance tickled my nostrils. The entire room smells really syrupy, but it smells not entirely unpleasant, and yet my body became stiff. And then I could hear a rowdy voice coming from the hallway. This voice, Iro-san, and the next moment after I'm thinking about it, the owner of the voice pushed the door open with enough force to break the door. Then he grabbed the shoulder of Tokyo-san, who was on top of me. The drama! The drama! The drama! I'm living for it! I'm living for it! Yes, fight for me! Fight for me! Fight for me! Yes! It's really awkward. It's very awkward in nature. If you think about it, it's a really awkward situation to be put in. But other than that, like, it really makes sense. It's just drama. I don't know what else to say about it besides there's a lot going on here. And I don't know how to feel about it. She's not yours to touch. Iro-san, I can't understand what's happening. Anyways, my heart-wrenching went wild. Then, before I knew it, Iro-san was changing. His emotion was sophisticately charged. Tokyo-san, you're gonna get in between Amana and me. Oh my god, look, he has this really weird, this really amazing, weird design. I didn't see the red part of it last time, so he must be super angry. He must be super angry. I'm this drama, man. This drama. And for that you will be punished. Don't be so reckless. Is Kagura-san good and Tokyo-san bad? I'll determine that now. As a shade of madness across his eyes that would fix it on me, the attendant who had to stop also won't approach us. This is surprising. Yes, surprising. Everyone there was dumbfounded because of his white hair and red ogre eyes, and possibly because of that atmosphere of rage. Everyone get out. His low, growling, terrifying voice echoed. I said, everyone get out! Ooh, terrifying. Everyone gathered and ran at the scene. Tokyo-san left the room and was scratching his head. Tokyo-san, sorry. I had no idea what's going on. I personally in my life have no idea what the fuck is going on. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening right now. I didn't stop here. Tokyo-san was being beaten by... You dare call the name of that man with the same mouth that made a promise with me? Iro-san, that's not it. Calm down a bit. I am calm. The more I try to calm down, the more my heart becomes dry and painful. Those red eyes emitted a light with venomous with pain. It's like everything happened now. It was a cry for help. Why did you choose that man? No, I didn't choose him. The person that I care for has always been you, Iro-san. And why did you do such a thing? Because I like you, and I have absolutely no idea what you mean. As he said it, Iro-san embraced me. Then the sight of his arm, his aggressiveness and roughness made my heart go wild. Please believe me, you are the only one I want to see, Iro-san. Only you. While embracing his arms, I neatly formed words to express his feelings of mine. Amana-san, I love you so much, Amana. Ah! There it is! There's the I love you! There's the I love you! I love you, Amana. I love you, Amana. Yes, 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 yes. I love me too. I love me as well. It's raining so bad outside. I hope my power is okay. As soon as he said that, Iro-san let go of my body and looked at me. How sad. What a beautiful face. Eyes he has. I just can't take it anymore. Maybe I fulfill our promise right now. Right here and now. Promise? He didn't have to say anything for me to know what he was indicating. I didn't expect this idea would come true. The more I thought precisely of you, the more I couldn't lay my hand on you. Oh, wow, it's beautiful art. Look at this art. I love it. Iro-san's fingers slipped in from the gaps of my clothing. The hot palm of his hand touched me and I instantly felt a comfort that made my body burn. How embarrassing. I was so nervous that my body became stiff yet. If his fingers touched my bare skin, my body would respond whether I want to or not. Are you scared? No, I'm not. I'm just really embarrassed. My body reacted on its own. I see, what an adorable reaction. To feel such love from his fingertips had touched me so gently. It felt strange. Until recently, the aroma of the room that felt syrupy sweet. And you feel so happy. I felt that it was a wonderful aroma, combined with Iro-san's aroma. Do my fingers make you feel good? Every time I have to read something, I always get so embarrassed. Yes. Do you like my fingers? Do you? Do you? Yes. You like it? I like it. That's right, you said it very well. I was guided further to increase my sense of shame. How much more lewd can we get? But only my fingers. How about a kiss? How about it? Amano-san, I like it. Well then, as a reward, I'll give you a kiss. The kiss he laid on me made me wanted me to have a stroke. What the fuck? Made me want to have him take my everything. You are my first, and that's what I wanted it so much. To find this dear, this must mean. But Iro-san, that's everything you taught me, right? Yes, that's right. Your first time will be mine. Amana, is that okay? Yes. The joy made a single tear run down my cheek. This beautiful person is in front of me. Now I love, am loved. I want to carve myself into your body. Oh. Okay, I like the way that's written. This is great. Before I knew it, my bare skin was exposed. Iro-san's fingers crawled up my body and the palm of his made me feel warm. Then Iro-san traced my body with his tongue. Oh my god. Then, this is how we're able to fulfill our desires. You did that to protect me? What are you being shy about at this point? Hey, come to me. I was guided to the bathing area to wash my body, but I stood there motionless near the entrance. Iro-san extended his supple arms and extended his hands. When I took his hand, he grabbed me and tried to pull me. I lingered my head hesitantly. Of course I'm going to be bashful. There's no way I'd used to be something like this. I see, but you're the one the one with the problem. I have absolutely no problem. What do you mean? I'll never get tired of seeing you get embarrassed. Please get tired of it. Resign yourself already and get over here. Though he was in a soft, gentle tone, he seemed to be ordering me. I don't mind this, so I obeyed. Yes. I wanted to put my hand out, and then just like that, Iro-san pulled my body in. This made me bounce straight into his arms. Iro-san. It was all of a sudden that I couldn't follow what was happening. The wild beating of my heart became even stronger. It's late, so your body is cold. It'll warm soon. But it'll get warm inside your arms, Iro-san, so I get warm soon. You say adorable things. Are those lips of yours inviting me? It's not that Iro-san with his charming smile was seducing me, and then somehow my body was washed while in Iro-san's embrace. Whoa! Hey! I did not expect this. It's very beautiful. I'm tired because you weren't being so obediently, so I reaped what you sow. Felt as if it was this morning. Iroh-san had much softer demeanor than of yesterday. I was obediently being reserved, and even now. Do you not want to soak with me? No, it's not that, but it's embarrassing. The embarrassment is necessary. Even now, as we soak in the hot water, Iroh-san was holding me and wouldn't let go. I couldn't believe such a joyful day would ever come. I really couldn't anticipate this. However, doing this will make you forget the heart-wrenching pain of yesterday. But I still don't understand. Amana, why'd you suddenly choose Takawa-san? Now you mentioned I still haven't given a proper explanation, so I just got overwhelmed with things yesterday. Don't get mad, just listen, okay? It was too late to say something like that. But I reminded myself that I can't let anyone get punished again. It's something that makes me mad. Well, couldn't be helped that I was stammered, but what happened if I lied? You look like you're in a bind. I couldn't get angry after looking at me so importantly. Really? No, well, just go ahead and say it. If you don't, I'll get Tokiwa to cough it up. Wait. The glare in his eyes said that it would be dangerous. To calm the ogre with Iroh-san, I held him tightly. Well then, you'll talk, won't you? Yes. I heard that a relationship between Iroh-san and me is a crime. If we continue our relationship, then Iroh-san will be punished. So the problem will be eliminated if I choose another gentleman of the night. It seemed that Tokiwa-san wanted to go as being the top courtesan, and we thought it would be able to our mutual benefit. I see. She did that to protect me? I slightly nodded. You were cornered by least then perfect situation. I did something regrettable. No, on my part I acted selfishly. That's right. Huh? But thank you, Amana. Motherfucker called me out. He was like, oh yeah, you did fuck it up, bitch. You fucked it up. You fucked it up. And I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, but thank you for letting me know anyway. Iroh-san's long arm wrapped around me completely. After all, right now, I'm so happy it's terrifying. You've taken a glance of Yoshiwara's dirty underside. Please be aware of it. The woman of the manager means that you'll get to know various dirty things. Is that so? Skirmishly with a woman. The act that Iroh-san called punishment, and dealing with Tokiwa-san from now on will be a variety of things jumping out at me. But it's okay because I'll be with you. Amana. I can't help but I wanted to hold you forever and ever. Why is it I can't hold back when there seems to be no tomorrow? Iroh-san traced the corners of my chin with his wet fingers. And he slowly moved my neck and into my clavicle. Yeah, don't hold back anymore, baby. Please don't hold back anymore. Of course I won't, because I will remove all of your dissatisfaction. Though it seems like I won't be able to hold back under these circumstances. You must be tired from yesterday, so I'll retain ourselves. His arm was wrapped around my waist and turned me halfway around. It's okay for just a little bit, right? Without giving me any answer, Iroh-san's thin lips touched and sucked my skin. Nah. Tingling pain continued to run through my body and pricked me. Iroh-san. As if there was a final touch to complete everything, Iroh-san licked up the place that hurt and locked his gaze with mine. It contrasts beautiful with your wet skin. And I looked to where Iroh-san's fingers were caressing me. A red mark was carved into my skin. Beautiful like a cherry blossom petal. Those are feelings of love for your body, Amana. Iroh-san lovingly caressed me again. It would be okay if it never disappeared. Probably because we were in the water for so long, and the time that it took glowing skin to cool down, it was time to go back. Do you remember why you would whine that you didn't want to go home before? Whine, as embarrassing as it is, I do remember. At the time I was overwhelmed, attracted to beauty that resembled isolation, but I had no way to obtain the bright lights of his. That's a beautiful sentence. I want to read that over again slower. Attracted to a beauty that resembled isolation, but I had no way to attain that bright light of his. I understand your feelings now. Is that so? Yes. That day would come when I would burn with the feelings that I don't want to go home. I'm the same. In the beginning, I was the same. I couldn't believe that I could love someone like this. Love is such a fearsome thing. You could come tonight too. Yes. Always had the same conversation, yet my heart started to grow wild. Yes, you guys are getting along bright and early in the morning. When I turned to the sarcastic voice, Takao-san was standing there. Takao-san, you're a bad boy. You're a bad boy. You bad. You bad. His usually strong gorgeousness was weakened a little bit. Iro-san. Iro-san thought of Kiryu and would do whatever he thinks would take it. That's the person he was. You didn't do anything bad, so don't worry about it. But nothing happened. Please don't beat him. I'm honest upon that concerns Kiryu's honor. I'm sorry for this, but please watch. Yes. Because it's a shame that you get involved in this. His philosophical words communicated that the fact that there was resolve to do this. Tokiwa-san, I consider you for your preparations. Thank you for that. Mana is my client, and there was no communicate to you before, wasn't it? Yes, but in any case, I took a son of Kiryu. If there's any chance to steal, I can't help. I see. Well, I will announce the verdict. I tightly gripped both hands in prayer and said, Ara-san, then you will continue to under Takawa for quite a while. What? There is some logic where you said, Tokiwa, in the mercy of aspiration, I will not punish you. However, from now on, you will treat her as my client, and make sure that something like this will never happen again. Oh, I see. Tokiwa-san nodded in agreement. That's easier to understand. That cute lady will finally and completely become your wife of the night, right? Huh? I put my head down in embarrassment. You are also forbidden from teasing her in any way from now on. What? Isn't that your personal problem? Not Takawa-san being like, it sounds like a personal problem, sir. That has nothing to do with me. That just has to do with you and you alone. I'm sorry. This is not my problem. Sorry your girlfriend wife gets really teased easily, okay? Guys, I'm having so much fucking fun right now. Say what you will. As I'm seeing her off now, go to Takawa for the time being. Takao, not Takawa. I keep calling him Takawa. I need to stop that. That's not his name. It's Takao. Great. Iro-san, thank you. To be thanked by me makes me a little jealous. Huh? What is that? It just does. His face turned pouty and then Iro-san gave a small smile. It was really happy to see that his expression could change in such a calm manner. I'll return at night. Yes, I'll be waiting. His pinky intertwined with mine. After that, I bid him farewell with slow hesitation. Our pinkies came undone. Amanda, you're back. I know you're going to Yoshiwarapart, so it's fine. I'm sorry. But please stop soon. Huh? I'm bringing a son-in-law, so you should act like that. What are you saying? I have absolutely no idea where this was going all of a sudden. I said I found a partner for you. Shouldn't you be happy? A husband we don't need to pay anything for. A partner for me. Happy? Why? Why is it? Because there are no men on this island, right? Could it be a man around my father's age who is a retired gentleman? I'm saying that there's a man from another island with a different hair color. Someone from a different country? That's right. It's better to do this as early as possible, right? So you just cut your connection with the gentleman in the red light district. I can't believe this. Do I have to say in this? Isn't it better to have a gentleman of the night to continue sleeping with many women? Mother, I understand what you're saying, but I've also thought many times that I would like to run away with a gentleman that I loved. And I don't want you to have to taste the same sadness. Won't you be happy to stay with one person until you die? Well, of course, but I have someone that I like. Those words got stuck in my throat. Iro-san didn't want to have a baby. I decided to not think about it, but this makes the problem of succession really clear to see. It was way too shocking. Everything before me had became black. Chapter 13, In a Dream. Though not many days had passed, it felt like the happiness I felt was when we were together was a dream. I really started to wonder if it was a dream. Amana, bring this parcel to the ship, please. Yes. I picked up the parcel that my mother asked me to bring and walked so as to not bump into anyone. Oh. I saw a black-haired man with a long slender body. My attention was grabbed. There's no way that would be here, but if I wanted to see him, I should go and see him. Iro-san won't come. That's our relationship. Thought many times that I would go to the red light district, I would endlessly remember the warmth of the person that I loved. I fell into a terrible depression. Even though I want to meet him so badly, as I looked into the rose-colored sky, I whispered to myself, the day would be as beautiful as the sunset. It probably looked really good with Iro-san's ogre form. Like nothing else in this world. So beautiful and enchanting. Speaking of the sunset, wasn't it time to meet called Time to Meet the Demon? And that's the time it was. Suddenly something black appeared in front of my eyes and blocked the sunset. Wouldn't it be okay to imagine that he was me? Iro-san. I thought it might have been an illusion. Perhaps it was a dream. Couldn't believe it in my own eyes, but it was the real thing. The Iro-san before my eyes was absolutely the real thing. Why are you here? I couldn't get a glimpse of the sunset from Iro-san. The person was smiling sadly. Just wanted to shout for him to hold me and tell me how much I missed him. I couldn't be allowed to do this. It's not sad for me to ask why I'm here. I just came to see you. Me? My heart felt so hot. However, this was immediately followed by a flash of anxiety. But is it okay to come out here for no reason? Doesn't matter because I'm not a gentleman of the night. Knowing that it was not a problem, I breathed a sigh of relief. If you're worried about me so much, why didn't you come to see me? That's because I have a situation. It isn't because you came to hate me, have you? Of course not. As far as I can see, it doesn't look like you've ruined your health or anything either. What the reason you have distracted from yourself from Kiryu? The truth is I want to be next to you. Yeah. The truth is I want to be next to you, Iro-san. That's so, why didn't you come? The only place that I've exchanged intimacies with you is Kikuya. Iro-san looked down softly. His thick eyelashes made a beautiful shadow. You just didn't abandon me, right? Huh? No, of course not. I'm sorry to make you worry. My chest hurt. It felt like it would be torn apart. What should I do? The truth is I can't think of anyone else but Iro-san, but if you feel like it, why don't you come? Yes. That's a promise, right? Yes, I'll definitely come tonight. And now when I arrived to Yoshiwara, women opened the path and they were looking at one man. He was a courtesan. He fended all of his glances as his walk with a confident gait. That's Tokiwa-san. A burning smile came across his face and he stole the glances of everyone that looked at him. That reminds me, when I first came to this place, Tokiwa was doing this. I was overwhelmed by the elegance and frenzy of it all. I felt something very fearsome about Tokiwa-san. Something nostalgic. It was from the far past. At the time, my legs froze and I stood there. Then I hurried off to arrive at Kiryu. Then I met Iro-san. Why am I crying? I believe that single dream was Iro-san would continue on forever. I selfishly believed that, even though something like this is impossible. Even though there was no way something like this could be real. While crying, my feet took upon themselves to advance Kiryu. Why are you crying? As I passed for the front of the Inari shrine, he pulled my shoulder and turned me around. Takao-san, what are you doing here? I just saw you and became worried. Don't tell me you've been moved to tears because Takao is so beautiful. I don't think that he's beautiful, but no, that's not it. I'm crying because, well, my eyes hurt a little. Oh, that sucks. I should inform Iro, yeah? Takao-san, it's okay to cry when you're having a hard time, but it won't solve anything to try and hide it. Maybe you should see a doctor about your crying. Perhaps it's him feeling worried about me. When I thought he was going to become crafty, I should have seen that he's not. His friendly smile could be seen as an honest happiness. Takao-san, you're so nice. Of course I am, because I'm Takao-sama. Hey, don't laugh. Talk to me. I had wandered the street. I couldn't tell anyone. I quietly opened my mouth. Oh, wow, I see. That may be a happy story, but for you, it's a difficult marriage proposal. Yes, I really don't know what to do. If it was your position, I'd probably take that man from the mainland. That's the answer I expected. That's normal. A husband only for me. Someone who will always be by my side after we become husband and wife. But that partner wouldn't be Iro-san. You finally got it together. Maybe you need more time to slowly think about it. Also, women are fairly strong in times like this. A lot of them have the bad habits of making decisions after taking on everything on their own. What about you? I really had no idea. I guess that's pretty pathetic. When I instinctively tried to put my head down, Takao-san laughed lightly. Well, take your time. It's okay to struggle at the last second. At a moment, I was grateful for the casual reply. I obediently nodded at Takao-san's words, and then I warned him just to be sure. I'm going to say this to Iro-san on my own. I'm going to tell him myself when I made up my mind, so don't say anything. Gotcha, I love secrets, you know. But, well, the expression that looked like he was about to say something, Takao-san stared at my face. The manager chases after you. Maybe I'll be released from my probation. Really, please don't tell anyone. Don't worry, it was a joke. And he really is hard to get a grip on. Though I have felt worried, it's not like regret talking to him. As soon as I entered the room, Awa-san held me and lifted my body, then pushed me on top of the bed. Aren't things moving pretty fast? Now that you mention it, yes, you're right. The crescent fallen cheeks became flushed with red. This person, was he always so adorable? Kiss his chest. I'm not really asking to stop, you know? It was embarrassing for me to make the first move, but I softly kissed Ira-san's chest. Not through my clothing. I want to really touch you. I was slowly undressed. Then Ira-san kissed my exposed skin. Finally, I can do this with you. Transformed into an ogre and Ira-san's hair shed off. He slowly enveloped my body. His red eyes that I couldn't see through the gaps between his eyes were seductive. I could tell that he was very excited. Of course. Of course he was. He's full of sexual desire. Iro-san touched my exposed skin with his fingers. Iro-san wasn't the only one who was excited. A sweet voice escaped from my own lips, and then he let him know that I too was excited. You moaned in an adorable voice. I'm so embarrassed. Yes, it is embarrassing. Iro-san narrowed his eyes and smiled with pleasure. His smile was so seductive that it made my body shudder. Perhaps Iro-san noticed the reaction of mine. He narrowed his eyes in even more and then he kissed me. His kiss was intensely ravenous. I gotta do man moans. I'm not sure if it was the sound of our tongues touching, but it sounded very embarrassing to me. I'm not gonna do that sound. As an exchange kisses, Iro-san's fingers attacked my body. Oh my god. My body naturally squirmed. Iro-san. However, the further actions went, the more that my head became clear today. Even if my head that he was sleeping with other women, I was terribly jealous when a baby appeared. But I wonder why. Conversely, with another man that isn't Iro-san touching my body, that's very different. But it's also sad. It didn't make my stomach boil over. It didn't change the fact that it bothered me. The sadness occupied my heart at that time. What are you thinking? He let out his sweet breath and his questioned eyes were very lovely. To touch you and to be touched by you, Iro-san, makes me so very happy. So that's much that I feel that I don't want to be touched by anyone else. You, Iro-san, I love you. You're saying something strange. Someone other than me slept with you. His coarse breath made the hair by my ears sway back and forth. I waited for that of Iro-san's words. I'll make that person disappear. He whispered in a low voice. I wonder why my whole body shuddered. Was it because I was happy or was it because I was terrified? Perhaps there's nothing in me but joy. Am I a bad girl? Oh baby, am I bad? Tell me I'm bad. Why? I can't help but be happy at Iro-san's words. You're not the only one. Because it's happy to feel jealousy and be constrained by someone that you love. From the gaps between his white hair, his glimmering red eyes shine mysteriously. Let's end this worthless conversation. You are a good girl. I am a good girl. Iro-san started to move his waist again. But I knew he was attacking more intensely than before. Oh my god. Well, I fell asleep. It was really intense tonight, so I guess I lost consciousness for a little bit. When I opened my eyes, Iro-san was there next to me, with a serene expression on his face. It was only for a little while, but you slept so soundly with an adorable look on your face. As I awoke, my body was held tenderly by Iroh-san. I feel embarrassed. Everything felt good, so much that I wanted to go back to sleep like that until morning. You're still in your ogre form, because it's been a long time since I've embraced you. I chuckled at his blaming and pouty tone. On top of that, you have such mean things in the middle of our actions. Mean? When you talk about sleeping with another gentleman of the night, that's a little different from what I said. Is that so? Didn't you ask the question because you wanted to make me jealous? Huh? No, not at all. Oh, really? Because that's how much I care about you. Iroh-san. I was contained perfectly in Iroh-san's chest. If we could have children, I might be able to convince my mother. If I could do that, then I would probably be able to stay with Iroh-san forever. I want to carry his child so much, so much. Anyone but him just wouldn't do after all. The strength of these feelings gave me a reckless courage. Can I ask you a question, Iroh-san? Go ahead, it makes me scared that you're leading into it like that. Even now you still don't want children? His crimson-colored eyes open widely. Oh my god, does he want kids? Does he want children with me? Does he want children with me? Let's see what Iroh-san's answer is going to be. Why are you asking something like that? Only you're human, everyone wants children. And that's what I was thinking. Perhaps because he lost how to answer, Iroh-san averted his eyes. Even after waiting for a while, he didn't reply. I'm sorry I asked you something strange. I guess it really was an uncomfortable question. Forget about it. No, because I think it's important. This place is definitely for making children. And I understand you would have these feelings. And even myself, Iroh-san. What could he be trying to say? Want to see Amana's child. He wants to see my child! He wants me! I also think as that I'm a man, so I have that instinct. Iroh-san, more than anything, I only recognize that feeling just recently. But even if I had those feelings, to think I don't want my own. What's happening? Iroh-san smiled to try to hide his pain. No, it doesn't have to be like that. It's painful to look at his face like that, and I instantly felt regret. Even someone like him is thinking that he might want to marry a normal woman and have a child, and yet because of his blood, that can't happen. Must have been a hard question. I'm not saying I want to have children right away, just that someday, if necessary, I'll have your baby in secret. Good night, Iroh-san. So I couldn't see his expression. I nestled myself in his arms and slept for the day. Last chapter, the wedding! I could hear the light breathing of this person sleeping next to me. Perhaps Iroh-san was sleeping soundly and dreaming. I hope he's having a happy dream. As I wish so, I combed my hair into his black shiny hand. Wait, I combed my fingers into his shiny black hair. Iroh-san, when we were making love, oh my god, he looked like pure white silk. It's strange that both of his forms are beautiful. I combed his hair in my hand in great care over and over. I had to give it up. This time to view one night's dream. It's already coming to an end. It's only natural to wake somebody up from a dream. Thinking back, what brought me to Kiryu was also like a dream. Even though so many things happened, I was able to have a very happy dream. Iroh-san, thank you so much. I kissed Iroh-san's cheek and lied down in bed again. I lay there like that until dawn. The whole time I never get tired of looking at Iroh-san's sleeping face. I don't have the confidence to leave him like this, like I usually do, and so I quietly exit the room and tried to leave without saying goodbye to anyone. Tokiwa-san's coming here to lecture me. Are you okay with this? Must have been hidden by the corner. I didn't notice until he called me out. Tokiwa-san, why? I wonder if you've been waiting for me here the whole time. Come on, I don't have that much free time. But well, you hear that thunder? What is it? I'm just worried about you. You should at least say goodbye, shouldn't you? For both of you. Tokiwa-san, I guess you really are, what? A kind person. I guess. I'm sorry, but I really don't think I have the confidence to give a proper goodbye. Everyone's the same. It's fun to welcome somebody, but nobody likes saying goodbye. You have to, though. I know that. I was gonna say it without saying, but Iroh-san might wake up while I'm talking with Takao-san. When I think about it, I feel pressure to leave. Sorry, please excuse me. As I left the hallway, I felt Takao-san's gaze painfully piercing into my back. A few days had passed since I came home. I returned to the life that I had when I didn't know of Kiryu. The only thing the difference is, I'm helping my mom, waiting for the day when my future husband will arrive. Mom, this is my own decision as your mother, but you're okay to take a husband, aren't you? Why asking me this all of a sudden? Sat on her knees as she entered my room, so I wondered what she was going to say. Then at my mother's face. You don't look happy these days. I'm worried about you. Yeah, I guess you're right. Was it obvious from my face? I tried to act bravely. Do you not want to do this? A little. Well, it's just that I have lived with a man for the rest of my life, right? And I've been worried about losing this life that I had up to now. You see, never mind what I said. It's all right to believe that you grieve, right? My heart ached. I tried to prevent my voice from trembling. I tried to prevent the tears that I held back from flowing. I tried my best to endure. I'm the daughter of a shipping agent, so how can I refuse such a great offer? I said that to ease my mom's worries. That's right. There's nothing false in those words. And just then, that's not good. I already quit Kiryu, so let's make me homeless. It's the voice I had so many dreams of. My body shook greatly. Are you saying that I should start begging? Someone in his calm voice sounded like he was teasing me. I forced my trembling body to turn around, and there he was. Iroh-san. Long time no see, Amana. Iroh-san. Yes, how can I help you, miss? Every time I called his name, he responds politely, but sometimes his face seemed upset. Why are you here? You're the one who vanished from my sight, no? That's why I came here like this. You can't just show up like this and want more. You quit? As the conversation progressed, I began to understand how serious things were. Would you be the mother of Amana-san? Iroh-san just smiled at me and never answered my question. Instead, in front of my mother, he was at a loss for words during surprise. He sat on his knees and started straight at me. His beautiful, smooth movement fascinated me. I never get tired of this person's beauty. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Iroh. Politely placed both his hands on the ground and lowered his head deeply. I haven't seen him lowering his head to anyone like this. Well. Following out, so my mom rushed to lower her head as well. While I apologized for my unexpected visit, may I be Amana-san's husband? Before my mother could say anything, I grabbed Iroh's shoulder. No, you can't do that. Why? Because you haven't been taking much care of Kiryu. Of course I'll still care about Kiryu, that's my home. Then why? Iroh-san's smile vanished after directing his eyes. He talked to me in a persuading tone. I realized that Amana-san is much more important than my home. When I thought that I had to choose between my home and Amana, Iroh-san took my hand and held them tightly. His hands were so warm I could feel his heart through them. The only choice ahead of me was Amana-san. Iroh-san. I became overwhelmed by this unanticipated event. Tears came gushing out. Who would have someone as precious as you to another man? You're so childish. Iroh-san wiped the tears that flowed down my eyes. Amana. I was pulled by Iroh-san's gentle voice that tried to leap into his chest, and then from that side I heard a abrupt sound of the voice that stopped me from doing that. This may be your touching reunion, but I won't allow it. My mother glared at Iroh-san and then turned his gaze to me. Is this Amana's gentleman? Yes. Yeah, it's my gentleman. That's my boy. That's my boy, Iroh-san. Yeah, he's my boy. We've been having intimacies together. He's my man. He's not the op. Iroh-san straightened up his posture and bowed. Please accept me as your son-in-law. I would be happy if it was possible. Mother, please, I'm begging you. Taken out of 4 eyes, my mother let out a sigh. I can't agree with that so soon. But well, it's okay to consider him as a candidate, and that's what happened. The groom who came all this way from across the sea ended up going back. Such a pity. It's been 2 weeks since I started living together with Iroh-san. We stay in separate rooms, and we're not allowed to be alone together. But Iroh-san seems so alive. Wow, that man must have been born to be a shipping agent, don't you think? Mother, you flatter him too much. He was a manager, so he's skilled at seeing everything in the rounds. Seems like you have a good eye for men, just like me. Does that mean that you've accepted him as little? I suppose so. You seem to be doing as I told you and haven't been seeing him. That's because of Iroh-san. It's probably something left over from Yoshiara. But I suggested for us to meet alone just for a bit. He said he couldn't because he had made an agreement. Haha, what a strange man. He must be serious to the core. Perhaps. Well then, can you send this package to Kiryu? Okay, the usual shop? That's right, but it's such a big package, it's better if you go both. Mother, yes. She finally gave up her permission to go out together. I tried to calm my excited heart. I was so excited, so I had to luggage tighter to make sure I didn't make a careless mistake. Thought that I would never return, but it was one of the regular customers, so it's nice that we can check in while we run errands like this. Even so, Iroh-san, aren't you worrying too much for that just one errand? There's many temptations in a place like this, so you definitely need to be confident. You're the person in my eyes, Iroh-san. Notice there was cherry blossoms in front of us. What beautiful cherry blossoms. They look like they're cherry trees, makes me feel like I'm in a dream. Spread my arms around and carry the cherry blossoms shower my entire body. Mana, you're the one that's beautiful. Put his hand on my shoulders and then turn my body around. I never dreamt that I would face you with such peaceful feelings like this. We kissed so many times in a place called Kiryu. He knelt forward and I couldn't feel his breath on me. Yes, you can put in a dreamlike state so many times. They were melting sweet dreams. Before I had a chance to nod in agreement, Iroh-san started kissing me. It felt like an intense, sweet throbbing, like those many times that we did in Kiryu. A dream that dream that only he could give to me. Iroh-san's laugh surprised me and I opened my eyes. When I did that, I saw he had transformed into his ogre form. It's getting noisy around here. Why don't we run away into Kiryu? I nodded with all my strength and entered Kiryu. That night, he pushed my body down to the floor. Iroh kissed me over and over again. Looking down at me, his eyes were seductive and his charm filled the air. It was too beautiful, so he made me shudder. But I don't usually react like this. Perhaps because he touched me fiercely, I started to breathe faster. I have good news. Good news? Mother said I can officially be your husband. That's what she told me. Huh? She accepted? Yes, she said to come and be Amana's husband. Just imagining the wedding dress makes me excited. I can't wait. I'm so happy. I never thought this day would really come. Someone like me. She accepted me even as an ogre. She's a great woman. There's one more problem. That's right. If I don't have a child, there would be no heir to the shipping agent business. I'll prepare for when I ask to be your husband, Amana. Well, so we're official. I'm willing to satisfy your everything. Our son brought my knees and started caressing my thighs. In front of him, led his eyes to the private place where we would have been tied together at one. It's the first time that I thought I would soil a woman with my own desires. His eyes down looked out at me with his seductive smile. Made my body begin to want him. Feeling the same way, Iroh-san immediately pierced my body. Tingling pleasure went through my body and it made me lift my waist. That was such an awkward laugh. I'm so sorry. If you were trying to be immersed in the story and I'm just kind of like, ha ha, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha, ha. I'm gonna stretch here. Whew. Expressing these feelings that would be formed into words, I clung onto Iroh-san's arms. Like, this is our first night. I was nervous and overcome with emotions. I couldn't help but laugh a little bit because Iroh-san still getting energy out of my body. Even he gets nervous. Amana, I love you. Little sweat started to form on my back and I felt Iroh-san's heat. His white body made a beautiful pattern. It was painfully buried in my eyes. My body became painfully hot. I didn't know what was going on. I could only feel him. I continued to accept his wedge. His wedge? Okay. It was blissful night. It was a blissful night that in the trustees of meetings I was able to have him. I got the super happy ending. quarrel. Oh, we get into a fight? Woke up a little later than usual today. What are you doing it so slowly? Iroh. I'm doing precisely and quickly. If the glance met, they snorted at each other and each looked at the opposite direction. I have no idea what's happening between them. Good morning. Good morning, Amana. Did you sleep well? He's normal. Yeah, I feel refreshed. I guess it was my imagination. Wish that you would care about me like that. Yeah, there really is something strange happening. What could have happened? The two of you are acting sort of different from your usual selves, huh? No need to worry about that. Eat your breakfast. No, Amana. You should have breakfast outside today. What? The ghastly glares prevent me from continuing my sentence. Amana is my daughter, isn't she? She's been eating it since she was very young. She shouldn't care about that. No, I care about that. So what? A man shouldn't care about such small things. Wait a minute. Why are you guys fighting with each other? Well, you see, Iroh-san spoke vaguely and continued after him. My mother explained the reason. It's because Iroh-san said he doesn't like an ingredient in my miso soup. I told him to eat it because it's nutritious, but he won't listen. That ingredient in your miso soup isn't even food. You're not a child. I'm making it every day. What? How could you be so cruel? Are they fighting over miso soup? Isn't that mortifying for you? Well, you have to eat everything then. Formed his hand into a fist and shook them fiercely next to his waist. What is this ingredient he hates that much? Is it okay to ask him later? Well, in that case, they like each to argue about a trivial thing like that. If I think about it like that, it doesn't seem like it's a problem. It's nutritious, so if you eat it, your bean sprout-like body will become more manly. Did you just say I'm like a bean sprout? This is the first time anyone has said something so rude to me. Iroh-san, it's fine. Iroh-san, he turned around and went to the house, and I rushed after him. What are you doing by getting your things out? He scattered all his clothes around. I can't stay in this house anymore. What? It's just an argument. I used to be a gentleman of the night in Kiryu, and I have my pride as a manager, but she threatened me with eating vegetables that I hate and said that I was like a bean sprout. Who knew he was so immature? He's so immature. What the fuck? That's my mother, bruh. What vegetable do you hate that much that you're willing to leave the house? Leave me. For vegetables? Oh shit, I realized I've been running on Wi-Fi this whole time. Oh damn. Oh, I better plug in my Ethernet cable. Give me a minute. There we go. That should be better. Oh, so that's the vegetable he hates. Amana. Yes, what is it? I'm leaving this house. Huh? Of course you'll come with me, right? Huh? What are you talking about? We should start our lives, the two of us, from the beginning. Isn't it a good idea, isn't it? He put out his hand, but then there's no way I can make a decision that easily. Perhaps feeling annoyed by my hesitation, he quickly retracted his hands. So that's how it is. Amana, you're going to take your mother's side, are you? No, it's not. It's not that. It's fine. It's been short, but thank you for everything. He sat on his knees and politely, with his hands and knees faced towards him, he bowed. Then he went out the house carrying his packed luggage. As he didn't return into an ogre, I knew he wasn't too angry. More than being angry, I felt like he might be sulking. So I imagined he would come back sometime in the evening. Can't believe he hasn't come back yet. Just leave him alone. He'll be back sooner or later. My mother had something like that. He also was nervous for a little while. Maybe I should try and get him. Do you have any idea where he could have gone? Yeah, I think he may be at that place. My mother where I was going and then headed there. Oh wait, too, you got here just in time. So Iroh-san did come here. Yeah, he came. We have no match against him, so we don't know what to do with him. Come on, I'll bring you to him. I know I didn't follow Tokiwa-san. When I entered the room, there was a man sitting on the window frame gazing outside. Iroh-san, you're quite late. It looks like there's something happening somewhere in his face. We thought you'd come back, Iroh-san, so we were waiting for you. Shall we go back before it's too late? No, I'm not going back. You're gonna create the shop some problems. I already paid for the day, so I'm not gonna have any real problems. What a childish excuse. Do you have a moment? Just as I was let out aside, Kagura-san came to me. Are you talking to me? Yes. I want to talk to him about tonight, so I left Iroh-san in the room and followed Kagura-san. Iroh-san won't budge if he's like that. Yeah, I think so. So sorry for the inconvenience, but I can stay here for one night. This is better that you do. I already got permission from the manager. Iroh-san has paid enough. You don't need to worry about it. Thank you. I thanked Kagura and went back to the room. There's that aroma that you can only experience in Kiryu in the thick, fluffy beds. I missed everything about Kiryu. To be honest, I was excited. It's been a long time since we stayed in Kiryu like this, hasn't it? Something next to Iroh-san's body like a cat. Then he put his arm around me and hugged me. You seem really happy. I am happy. I thought that we'd never come back to Kiryu. Kiryu. I guess there's some benefits to running away. Would you like to drink some sake, something to eat? Then I stood up and separated myself from his body, but I'd be strong and so tightly that I couldn't escape. I don't need anything in particular, I just want to be with you like this. Aren't you hungry? I'm fine. I ate right after I came to Kiryu. Well, maybe what vegetable was it that you hate? I didn't say that I hate it. I said that it's unfit an ingredient in miso soup. Does that mean you hate it? He's so childish. He's so childish. I love this childish side of him. Oh, I see. Well, that's what it is. He noticed that I was trying to stifle my laughter, so he turned his gaze outside the window in annoyance. But that's right after that. He rotated his eyes back to me. But it's strange, isn't it? What do you mean? It's as if he was trying to invade the situation. I started to kiss me gently above my eyelids, my lips, and my ears, and everywhere else. Everything he did, it tickled a little and felt pleasant. That made me twist my body about. Please tell me what you mean. I used to think this place was my home. Now it feels like I'm staying in an inn. There was something that seemed sad in his face. He must want to go home. I think he wants to go home. Let's go back home together tomorrow, okay? Yes, I think after one night, feeling will calm on both sides. Yes. But that house is for your mother's, Iroh-san and I. It's our house. Making up with your mother is a different story. Well, you are stubborn. I don't want you to say that about me, Amana. Perhaps trying to hide his embarrassment, Iroh-san pushed my body over. Amana, if you really insist on going back home with you, I may consider it. I do insist. Our family should live together. Well, alright. Yeah. Damn, they, like, I gotta say something about this chapter. I gotta say something about this couple. This couple be fucking. Like, damn, Iroh-san really is, like, the favorite of, like, the bunch because he's got so much shit. It's crazy. Iroh-san nodded and sent him time to turn into an ogre. When I tried to put my hands around Iroh-san's neck, he stopped moving. What happened? No, I just think that I do look like a beansprout with this form. You're concerned about what my mother said, aren't you? Well, yes, a little. So what do you think? I look like a beansprout? He said that so seriously that it made me want to laugh, but I tried to hold it in and put my arms around his neck, and I whispered into his ears. No, you don't look like one. You're beautiful. You look like a beautiful ogre. I believe your words, Amana. He put his arms around my back and then his hands inside my clothes from behind. His fingers stimulated my body before I could nod in agreement. My body trembled. We spent the night together in Kiryu just like that. I calmed down the abstained Iroh-san, and now we are going home. The bitch is that we're going back home together. Absolutely. Oh. Of his glance, my mother was standing there. Mother, what are you doing here so early in the morning? I ran up to her and saw she would look sleepy. I was worried about the runaway son-in-law and my daughter who ran after him. Iroh-san held his chest and looked down to the ground. Were you waiting all night like this? Don't be ridiculous. I heard that you were in Kiryu, so I came outside around the time that you would come back. Iroh-san had a regrettable look on his face, but I guess it's only natural since he didn't know what it would like to have a family. Iroh-san, this is a good time for you to be accepting. I just looked at him and Iroh-san smiled a little. I'm sorry that I acted like a child. All that matters is that you came back home safely. I forgive you for using that ingredient. So you're gonna eat it, right? We'll talk about this next time and decide. So like nothing had happened. My mother and I looked at each other and laughed about it secretly. Okay, we're getting through it. We're getting through it. Clean the Inari Shrine. Date. Iro-san took me away. And just for a month since we've been living together in Kyukyu. From the start, I was worried about what would happen. But Iro-san helped, and I'm able to survive somehow. Mana-san, can I ask you something? Yes, what is it? Because of the incessant rain that didn't end until yesterday, the Inari Shrine is a mess. Can I ask you to clean it up? You don't need to be so formal. You can ask me anything. That's my job. You're a real help, thank you. It seems like Kagura was good in his training. Carrying a big bag, he left the shop. When it came to Inari Shrine, it looked pretty terrible. It's going to be a lot of work. Because it continuously rained for a few days, there was puddles of water. The gentlemen of the night and clients passing through would have gotten their clothes dirty. The worst thing was the wind came to attack Yoshiwara along with the rain. The leaves and cherry blossom petals that had blown around by the wind fell into the ground and became dirty with mud. From the shrine, mud splattered everywhere, and I was worried that it would finish this in a day. I should start by gathering up the fallen leaves. I started sweeping with a bamboo broom that was brought with me. One after another, I made a small piles of mud. And then I kept going like this. Amana, there you are. There was Io-san, who was coming towards me calmly. Despite being in a dirty shrine, you see him walking there like it was a gorgeous stage. As I unintentionally stared at him, he wrapped his big arms around my cheeks. Are you tired? No, it's nothing. Why are you here, Iro-san? I heard that you were asked to clean up the Inari Shrine, so I came to help. Is that okay? Iro-san narrowed his eyes and gave a small nod. When I was in the shop, I always have something to do. But if I'm here, I can spend time with you without worrying. Could it be? Did he really come here to spend time with me? I read his face and felt shy. When you look at me like that, I instinctively feel like I want to touch you. Iro-san, I need to change the mood then. Let's start cleaning. Alright. By the way, I didn't really expect this, but you look good with a bamboo broom. He was powerful, rusing, pure beauty. I wonder what that is. You're looking at me with a puzzled face. Should I tell you the reason why I look good like this? He gave me a smile that was more than bewitching. Yes, it's simple. I'm a manager and I use bamboo brooms when I beat people. He's like, I look hot because I beat people with a broom. I beat people up with a broom. I'm used to holding it, so it fits me. Oh, I see. I'm not sure should I go along with that. Iro-san started to stare at me with an annoyed look on his face. I can't believe that you're going along with this. I just said it was a joke. I'm sorry, but it's true that you look good with a bamboo broom. Doesn't make it the least bit happy. I could sense Iro-san coming closer to me. I slowly moved backwards while looking at his face. It's useless to run away, Amana. Amana stopped. The complexion of Iro-san's smiling face instantly changed. Even if I tried to stop, my feet were already moving, and I'm sure if there was a hole somewhere, my heel would get caught. The sound of splashing as I stepped into a puddle was deeper than I thought it would be. My feet slipped and I fell over backwards. Splash! I heard the last splashing around the mud and really instantly, but it wasn't cold. When I opened my eyes, I found out Iro-san was underneath me. I'm sorry. What should I do? It's okay. Calm down. He then patted my back, and I still couldn't stay calm. Your back is covered in mud. I guess it is. I thought it felt something cold. You say like this, you'll catch a cold. Hurry and take a bath. All right. Well, let me go back then. And in a good mood, Iro-san stood up and began walking with energy. Hey, hey, baby. Yo, hi. What's up? What's up? What's up, baby? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Iro-san? How you doing? Take a bath together, baby? You want this? When am I doing this? I was someone sitting back with his back turned to me. I think it'd be nice for you to wash me sometime. Because I'm always washing you. By the way, why are you wearing your undergarments, huh? Because I'm going to be cleaning after I finish washing you. He seemed displeased, pretending not to notice and been pouring water on his back. It's not easy to get the mud out of your hair. No need to rush, you should take your time. It feels good to be touched by your fingers. I thought it'd feel good even when it's not my fingers. Oh, you can't swim in the bath, can you? Actually, I'm really sleepy, but I'll be careful. Please do. Alright, I'm gonna wash your back now. When I looked at his shoulders, I felt a strange tension. Is this clothes actually making him look thinner than he actually is? Looking at him from behind, his shoulders are wide and burly. His shoulder blades are practically big. They're fascinating. So beautiful. But I knew I was caressing his shoulder blades. His smooth skin felt good to a touch and I could touch it forever. Our Sean's body shook a little. I'm sorry, did I tickle you? No, that's not it. But I felt like it would be better than after that I wash myself. Why? It's okay, I'll wash you like I should. No, it's not like that. I ignored his words and started to wash him with soap. Do you feel good? Yes, I guess so. Also, you don't have any excess fat, do you? What a strange question to ask. Hello, do you have any excess fat on you? Do you have any excess fat on you? Hey, do you have any excess fat on you? Do you? Do you? As I slid my fingers around his arms to wash him, it felt brawly and hard. I'm jealous of you. You have a little more muscle. You're good enough the way you are because it feels comfortable to hug you. Makes me so embarrassed if you flatter me like that. What a coincidence. I always feel like you've been embarrassing me just now. Huh? Why? Using on his neck, he turned back to me and saw his cheek was slightly red. Looked at me with a reproachable manner. I'm used to looking at your skin, but I feel terribly embarrassed to look at it. I didn't expect that he would feel this way. But Iris-san, when you're a gentleman of the night, maybe people would look at you, didn't they? It's a mistake to compare you to other women. I felt ticklish when he implied that I'm special to him. I understand your feelings very well, but as he looked back at me, I quickly turned his face to face forward. I'm going to wash you. Please enjoy feeling of my embrace. Without waiting for his response, I began washing his back again. The mud was already been washed away, but since I've already washing him, I wanted to wash his whole body. So I guess this is the battle against my own shame. Then when I finished washing with soap, it suddenly happened. I can't take it anymore. Huh? His heart started to spread out in the air and he instantly turned into an ogre. Iro-san, this is your fault, Ivana. With his cool eyes, without hesitation, he said that scary thing. I don't think it's my fault, though. Why did Iro-san change his appearance? Girl, he horny. He horny. That's why he did that. He horny. He horn. He horny. He horny. Is it because he's mad or did it feel sexual desire? Well, you know, it's the latter one. It's the latter one. In other cases, it means to think about it right now. Why are you running away? Because you turned into an ogre, Iro-san. So, his throat shook jokingly with a laugh. It's daytime, so won't someone come in here? Is that so? Is that so? He doesn't care what I have to say to him, so I don't know what to say back to him. For an ogre, a human trying to run away is just like a small animal. Don't you think so? Ah. He grabbed my arm and held me. The expression of his face looked down upon me. I cast a spell on me, robbing my body of its freedom. And like that, I was slowly laid down. Someone will come. I pushed him back and knocked me over. Think about his words, he blocked my lips with his lips so I couldn't talk. The core of my head started to feel loose and numb. I'm no match for Iro-san's power. I continued to bury my face into my neck and kissing it. Iro-san, no, don't. Around this time, the gentlemen of the night are sleeping. It is usually when the servants are taking a break. From my neck, and tingling ecstasy attached to my body. No one will come. But we can't do it in a place like this. But the view is so beautiful. I want to enjoy this more. Are you saying that you to tease me? My skin was slightly visible through my wet undergarments. I understood the meaning of Irosan's words, so I felt embarrassed and looked away from him. To look away from me only make me want even more. Huh? Irosan met my glance and looked down upon me. What is he trying to do to me? My heart started to go wild in anticipation. His hands aggressively wrapped themselves around my bosom. Everything about you arouses me and urges me to do this. I'm never letting you go. With soup bread, Irosan whispered those delightful words to me. While praying that no one would come, I felt the warmth of his body. Okay, I got everything except for the happy ending. Irosan's second season. Let's see, who's next? Takawa-san. Is it better that I want to redo his route? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm back. Hopefully the game will want to show up again. There we go. Let's see, I don't have too much time left. I wonder if I want to do one of these sub-stories. I miss Takawa-san, so let's do this sub-story for Takawa-san. Evening flowers. Shipping agents get really busy every spring. After the stormy winters, many boats come from the mainland and deposit cargo at the harbor. Oh dear, the thorny flowers are so dreadful. My mother, who was checking the cargo, should turn put her hands in the crate. Mother, what's wrong? Ow! Are you alright? It's a foreign flower from the mainland. They call it a rose. It's really thorny. A rose? Takao had told me about roses before. He said that they never actually seen one, but that Iro said that they resemble him. As I remember this time, I peeked into the crate and saw a bright red flower in bloom. Goodness, there's so many. Mother, if there's extras, can I have a few? Mom looked at me strangely, but agreed. That night, I took a one-potted rose plant and headed off towards Yoshiara. What would Takawa say? My heart was filled with expectations and nervousness. Huh? What's that flower? Takawa tilted his head into sudden confusion, looking at the rose. This is a flower. It's the rose that you once told me about. What? Oh, it's a rose, huh? That's what it looked like. Takawa's eyes shone as he gazed at the flower in hand, taking in the sight. His beautiful, charming eyes moved over the rose, and then he squinted. What a passionate red. It's just like my heart, don't you think? Your heart? Don't you think so? It's so pretty, yet it has thorns. Yeah, now that I get it, Iro said that they saw these thorns and thought his flowers were like me. But Tokiwa, I don't think you're this thorny. Hey, he's not thorny, but he is horny. Is that right? I thought that he meant that I was hard and cunning, causing trouble. I felt a pain in my chest, seeing that somewhere sad expression on Tokiwa's frowning face. Tokiwa blinked slowly and then stretched his arms out towards the rose. And then, ow. Are you okay? I panicked and took Tokiwa's twitching fingers. Bright red blood oozed from his fingertips. Oh no, you're bleeding. I only brushed against the thorns. Don't worry, it's fine. But how mean. I only wanted to admire it. Is there anything we can put on your finger? I put down a pot and tried to do something that might help. Huh? Takawa's hands appeared lightly in front of me. Will you kiss it better? If you do, I'm sure it'll heal in time. My heart beat loudly. A small round blob of red swelled up in front of my eyes. In the red of the rose, it was passionate color. Takawa said, Amana. Takawa spoke my name in a welding, coaxing, kind voice. Gently. I used both of my hands to envelop Takawa's. Put my lips on his hand, and then the moment they touched the skin, Takawa's hand shook. I'm glad I wasn't born a rose. Huh? Looked at him and slowly surprised at the sadness in his tone. Takawa's expression was pained as his voice. If I had thorns covering my body, you wouldn't be able to touch me, would you? And then, I wouldn't be able to hold you like this either. Takawa embraced me completely. Felt so nice in his arms, I almost felt like I was going to melt in his warmth. But being embraced so suddenly, I felt sort of embarrassed. Takawa, we should really put something in your hands. I said it before, didn't I? If you kiss it, it'll be fine. But you don't like this? Even though my arms don't have thorns that can hurt you, you don't like it when I hold you? It's not that. I was just embarrassed. If I could put into words, I buried my face into his chest. Takawa gently stroked my back. With every stroke of his hand, I felt my embarrassment slowly fade away. The roses smell sweet and enticing. Yeah, that's like you too, Takawa. Hey, are you saying I'm sickly sweet? Have I said something wrong? Huh? What do you think? I'm sorry. Takawa lifted my face and buried it into his broad chest again and hugged me tightly. My nostrils filled suddenly with Takawa's scent and I felt my chest grow tight. There's no way you could say something wrong, not with the cute mouth of yours. Takawa kissed my hand with a loud smack. And then he combed his hair with his fingers with a gentle stroke, leaving my neck bare. I clung to Takawa as my heart skipped a beat at the touch of Takawa's wet lips kissing my neck. Stop, Takawa! He kissed me over and over again, occasionally biting me playfully. You're the only one who smells sweet. If that's the case, then it is because both Takawa and I are shuddered in the rose-scented smell. That being ran through my mind as if I felt my flesh body being played with. What's gotten into me? Maybe it's because I pricked my thorn, but tonight you're even cuter than usual. He pushed me down and then his lips parted from me sudden chest, and he kissed on the lips forcefully and passionately. He hugged me extra tight, kissing me deeper. I need to hold on to something. I stretched my arms out and then, Amana! I accidentally touched the potted rose and felt a prickle on my fingertips. As though coming from my senses, we broke apart but ever so slightly. Amana, you're bleeding. What a terrible rose. It's time it's gone and hurt you. Which finger is it? Show me. Okay, just like I've done for the moment before, Takawa gently took my finger and I imagined what he'd do next. I blushed fiercely as I thought I was on fire. I'll kiss it better, gently. His flirtatious, passionate eyes peered deep into mine. I couldn't look at slowly. He brought his lips closer to my fingers. He kissed my fingertips. A sweet numbness spread as his hot tongue coiled itself around my finger, slowly leaving a trail of moistness as his eyes started to unmovingly into mine. Takawa, I'm fine now. How could you be fine? As someone other than me has hurt you, there's no chance I can let that slide. I know you bought this rose specifically for me, but should I get rid of it? What? But... And remember what I said, I'm the only one who's allowed to hurt you. Takawa. But, you know I'd never be able to do that. Takawa's sons continued to past my fingertips and start to lick my entire finger elaborately. A chill ran down my spine. I felt myself flush so much I started getting embarrassed. Even though I think I should be the only one allowed to hurt you, in reality I never want to make you sad. As he wet my fingers, Takawa narrowed his eyes slowly. Takawa, if you were to hurt me, if it was you who hurt me, I think I'd know. I like your smile the best. His lips slipped between my fingertips and moved to his mouth. He kissed me deeply, then enveloped me in his embrace. Keep smiling by my side forever. I will. Amana, do you love me? Oh, I love you more than anyone, more than anything else. Do you love me? Then his embrace my chest arched as he whispered in my ear, wishing for an answer. I already knew what the answer was. More than anyone, more than anything else. Yes, Takawa, I do. Takawa took a deep breath as he filled his heart with those words. With a thud, he pushed me to the ground. The only thing for a boy and a girl who are in love to do is in this quarters like this. Oh, Takawa. Takawa's tone was suddenly playful and unable to follow suit. I became flustered. Shall I show you how much I adore you tonight? He put his lips over mine. When I pulled away from him, he smiled the smile of someone in love. In a moment, I felt my heart swell up with happiness. What's the matter? You know I'd do anything you'd like. I said it before and I haven't. I only do the things that'll make you happy. Takawa, his fiery eyes, his passionate words. It was just Takawa said. His heart and the rose were the same. A zealous burning red. A color that warmed my heart. Getting so fired up over a rose, you and I are both must drunken on love. Drunken love! We be all night! Whoa! Whoa! We be all night! Whoa! Whoa! the Beyonce concert. You know. You're a real one if you know that. We be all night. Right, like a surfboard, grinding on that wood, grinding on that wood. I'm slurping on that, slurping on that good body. I'm slurping on that, slurping on that good. Ah! I fucking love Beyonce so much. I love Beyonce. Beyonce, please watch my streams. Please, Beyonce. I'm not big enough for Beyonce to watch my streams, but if I was, I would hope Beyonce would watch my streams. After the red passion, the night went on and making a fire burning my heart. Well, Beyonce wouldn't appreciate me reading this. Evening flowers, the end. Oh, that was it. Should I start another route? Let's start. You're choosing me? My eyes naturally followed Takalo's direction as he left, but is this really okay for someone like me to choose someone like him? Well, go ahead, select the gentleman that you prefer. May I please have Takao-san? After being prompted to do so, I nervously made my selection. Ayo-san's eyes widened slightly. Oh, Takao, are you sure? Was I asking for too much? I heard that he's the most sought-after gentleman in Kyria. Can't just choose someone like him all of a sudden. But Takao was the only one who captivated me the most. It's alright, isn't it, Iroh? The voice I called out surprised me and made my head turn. There was sitting before me was Takao-san. Choosing me on the first visit, this girl's rather daring for an amateur, isn't she? Oh. Takao brought his face close to mine and smiled smugly. His grin wielded both a youthful innocence and a surprisingly alluring charm. I think it's stare in awe. Yep. I couldn't turn away my eyes from his great, proudful gaze. I was totally captivated and continued to stare at him. So you can handle a full assault from the gaze of mine, huh? Alright, I like you. Huh? It's her first time to Yoshiwarapart, Kiryu. This girl has good eyes if she's choosing me. This girl has been pretty good eyes on her. The future's bright for this one, isn't that right, Iroh? That's right, she certainly holds promise. I know, right? Takao laughed triumphantly. Before I realized that Takao-san came over and right next to Takao. By the way, what are your name? I'm Katano Amana. Amana, huh? That's a nice name. It suits you well. Was he giving me a compliment? My cheeks became hot from embarrassment. Well, Takao, show this girl to the parlor. Takao-san said that as he turned to Takao-san behind him. Huh? Why me? Aren't you my substitute when I'm busy with other customers? Listen to me. Treat this girl well. Now wait a minute. You're saying that it's not a big deal. The way Takao spoke left no room for arguments. Takao pouted his lips in annoyance. What? Spit it out. Alright, you're so damn impatient, aren't you? Well, you said we're professional entertainers like Kiryu holds in high regard. You want to be a good gentleman, you need to book at least a week ahead, you know? What about that? I'm saying that I'm not sufficiently prepared to entertain this girl. Well, you just have to play, dance, and sing. Aren't you always boasting to women about your entertainment skills? This particular moment, Takao glared fiercely at Takao-san. I'm not an attendant. Obviously unfazed by Takao-san's glance, Takao gave his resort. But you're on probation for starting trouble with customers. And I'm the courtesan in charge of you. That means you're my attendant. If you can't explain what the difference is, be my guest. You want to talk to me like you're all high and mighty, you should at least show me as much. Takao-san lightly clicked his tongue in annoyance. But Takao didn't seem to care. He then faced me and began chatting. But you have quite a large Harley, don't you? Oh, this is something important. I watched to hide the money and goods that I had received from the couple. I was afraid I would discover that I had let the gentleman of the night escape before coming here. Takao briefly gave me a blank stare and let out a little laugh. His beauty hand had reached straight out towards me and patted my head. Don't worry, no one's gonna take it from you. Oh. His sudden kindness surprised me. Then Takao looked around and called out, Hey, somebody, carry her luggage to the parlor. But then somehow where the girl could see them. Huh? Well then, I have previous engagements, so I'll leave you for a while. Takao head over to the parlor. Takao will cover for me until I return. You make sure that you're fully enjoying yourself. Then Takao left. Carefully turned to Takao-san, but as usual, Takao-san seemed to be in a bad mood. Alright, I got it. Said with a great sense of resignation in his voice, followed by a sigh. I, Takao-sama, Kiryu's no, Yoshiwara's best will thoroughly entertain the lady. Great, I expect as much. Well then, I'll see you later, Amana. Takao-san left. It looks like you two have settled things somehow. Well then, Takao, I'll leave the rest to you. Will do, this way, miss. Please enjoy yourself to your heart's content, my dear lady. Oh, okay. Io-san then saw us and walked with a smile. I followed Takao-san. Takao-san sang and played this samisen. It's the first time that I've heard of samisen song. However, he has reason to boast as he has really good voice. What a beautiful voice, I murmured without much thought and seeing me down to Takao-san's laughing triumphantly. You like it? Yes. That's so, I'll do something special. How about I sing one more song for you, miss? Ah, Takao-san. Even though this is Takao's route, Takao-san still has my heart. As soon as you said that, Takao-san began playing the next song. His dulcet voice brought comfort to my ear. Ooh, dulcet. That's a big word for Elmo. Ooh, it means sweet sounding. Let's get this going. That's good, Takao. It looks like you set the mood, eh? Oh, as I was listening to Takao-san's song with rapt attention, where I realized like Takao-san had come into the parlor. I wasn't really doing it for you, you know, just like a shamisen songs. But it seems like the girl had enjoyed herself quite a bit. Isn't that right? Yes, that's right. You've done a superb job, superbly as my substitute. I commend you. Takao turned away and clicked his tongue in response to Takao's. Takao turned away and clicked his tongue in response to Takao's words of praise. I feel like they messed up somewhere here. In his profile, he looked really annoyed. I guess these two really don't get along. Shall we begin? Hey, you guys get out of here. Yes, sir. As Takao called out, the other gentlemen left one by one. Well then, miss, please take your time. Oh, wait. Slam. The last person remaining was Takao-san, giving me a brief farewell and then exited the parlor. Amana, come here. Huh? He grabbed and pulled my arm towards him, caused me to collapse into Takao's chest. He then held my chin and directed it upwards. There, in front of my eyes, was Takao-san's face. My heart skipped a beat at the sight of his gorgeously beautiful visage. His eyelashes are so long, and his skin and hair also well kept. His beauty was breathtaking. Just as I thought, your face isn't half bad. Huh? Something more vibrant colors would suit you better than the plain clothes. As Takao said, he gently grabbed the hem of my clothing I was wearing. Eek! Oh, such white skin. Let go of me. Such tan skin. I gotta make this. Such tan skin. Such black skin. Such auburn skin. Well, auburn's a little bit reddish. Umber. Such umber skin. Let go of me with umber skin like this. Oh, I know you're just a thing. The cow mumbled to himself in a hushed tone of voice when suddenly, from the chest of a drawer, he pulled out a single kimono. Here, how about this? Huh? Oh. Takao had handed me a vibrant scarlet-colored kimono. Just as I thought, Takao presented the kimono to me with a seemingly satisfied smile on his face. Something with a deep color like this is better for you. Yeah, but wait a minute, how about this one? One after another, Takao began to pull out kimonos from the chest of the drawer. Vibrant kimonos in colors in deep purples and crimson were being scattered across the floor. He's just like a child. He would probably get angry if someone said something like that to him. But he looked like a child playing innocently. Alright, this is the one. And the moment that passed, it seemed that Takao had decided the kimono color. Ha, Amano, remove what you're wearing. What? Remove what I'm wearing? I would like to make you a whole new person. To make me into a whole new person? None of his words captured my heart. It was strangely irresistible. Do you need to think about it? It's only natural for a woman to become beautiful. As he said that, Takao swiftly placed his hand on my clothing, and without it, he slowly removed my clothing. I felt so embarrassed I didn't know what to do with myself, but somehow I was powerless. The strength of his words to his fluid actions. And as Takao-san came to my side, I scrumbled his fragrance and beauty. Immediately after that, he softly draped the vibrant colored kimono across my shoulders. Oh, it looks good on you, Amana. Takao stared intensely at my kimono after he put it on me. I've never seen such a vibrant and luxurious pattern. Don't look so dumbfounded, it looks really good on you. As he said that, there was a smile on Takao-san's face. His smile was so soft and gentle, and the sight of it just melted my heart. Just how much more mysterious could he be? I wonder if it was the man who possessed such charm. Alright, Amana, come here. It was a charming kimono as I admired Takao-san himself. He quickly put his hand around my hips and pulled me in close. Huh? Let's put some makeup on you. I'll make you even more beautiful. Because tonight you're my woman. Oh. Woo! He looks so good in this photo. Now I don't know what happened to this hand, though. Takao-san's hand grabbed my chin and lifted me upwards. Then he gently placed his fingers on my lips. Began to apply rouge on my lips. Cold feeling tickled me and made me recoil my neck inwards. Hey, sit still. Takao was smiling. He wasn't angry. Takao's hand slowly moved, slowly teasing me. Each and every one of his movements gave me a funny feeling in my chest. It's not even doing anything, or maybe because I'm not doing anything. The lips are so moist and plump, they practically absorbed the rouge. Perhaps it was because I was nervous or because of the embarrassment, but it began to end and my heart was pounding intensely. Yeah, I guess that looks alright. Be happy, Amana. With this, no one will hold a candle to your looks at Takao's client. As Takao said, he handed me a small mirror. This is me? A vibrant colored kimono and light makeup. That's all it took. The person in the mirror looked completely different from me that I've always known. Oh, that's no good, because I got a little carried away. As Takao said that, he took his hand away from my face and continued. He walked towards the back of the room. Sleep? Huh? Back of the room past an open bed and a set of blankets had been laid out. Could this be? Look here, Amana. I looked up cautiously, and Takao was smiling at me in an alluring manner. It was when I first saw him. His face looked like he was a more terrifyingly beautiful beast. I, Takao-sama, will take care of you all night. Takao placed his finger on my chin again. I finally understood what that meant. I, closed my eyes. Oh, push him aside. What are you trying to say, that you're not satisfied with me? Oh no, that's not it. Then why be modest? There's no need for that. In a low tone of voice, Takao whispered into my ear. Well then, Amana, look here. What do I do? Okay. Oh crap. Okay guys, that's it. Yeah, that was it. That was the most I could do with the game. I started out a little bit later today, so it was definitely late. But yeah, I had lots of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a great distraction. I had a really good time. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna get going. It was really nice hanging out with you. I hope you enjoyed the game. It was a really good time. I'm gonna head out now. Bye bye. Bye. Bye bye. Bye. Bye.